A hidden planet, a silent threat, a world so massive, it could change everything we know about the solar system. For decades, whispers of a mysterious planet beyond Pluto have haunted astronomers, conspiracy theorists, and truth seekers alike. Some call it Planet 9, others call it Nibiru, the destroyer. But what if this is not just myth? What if a giant world truly lurks in the shadows of space, slowly moving closer, with Earth directly in its path? The story begins with a strange observation. In the distant edges of our solar system, beyond the orbit of Neptune, astronomers noticed something unusual. Small icy objects, dwarf planets, comets, asteroids, were drifting in ways that defied logic. Their orbits were bent, tilted, clustered, as if something unseen, something huge, was pulling them like puppets on invisible strings. Was it chance, random chaos, or proof of an invisible monster, a hidden giant planet shaping the very architecture of our solar system? If such a planet exists, where is it now? Why haven't we seen it? And most importantly, how close could it be to us? The hunt for Planet 9 had begun. Long before scientists spoke of Planet 9, there were already stories. Stories of a world that brings destruction. In the 1970s, author Zecharia Sitchin translated ancient Mesopotamian texts and spoke of a rogue planet called Nibiru. According to him, this mysterious world followed an elongated orbit, passing through the solar system every thousands of years. Each time it returned, chaos followed. Earthquakes, floods, extinctions. Was humanity's fate tied to this wandering world? The theory spread like wildfire. By the late 20th century, conspiracy theorists warned that Nibiru would return soon, colliding with Earth or passing so close that it would rip our planet apart with its gravity. NASA dismissed it as nonsense. Astronomers called it pseudoscience. But still, the myth survived. Why? Because deep down, even science was hinting at something real. The orbits of trans-Neptunian objects didn't make sense. Something was tugging at them. Something massive. Could the legend of Nibiru be an echo of reality? Could the myth be rooted in the same hidden force that modern astronomers now call Planet 9? If so, the danger might not just be a legend. What if the destroyer planet truly exists? And what if it's already on its way? In 2016, two respected astronomers, Konstantin Batygin and Mike Brown from Caltech, published a groundbreaking paper. They weren't chasing myths. They weren't writing science fiction. They were following evidence. By analyzing the strange alignment of objects far beyond Neptune, they realized something extraordinary. These orbits were not random. They were being shepherded, guided, controlled by the gravitational pull of a massive, invisible object. Their calculations revealed a shocking possibility. If this unseen world existed, it could be at least 10 times the mass of Earth. A super-Earth, a frozen giant, a ghost planet hiding in the farthest reaches of our solar system. But here's the mystery. If it is so massive, why haven't we seen it? Our telescopes can spot galaxies billions of light years away, yet this planet remains invisible, lurking in the dark only a few hundred astronomical units from us. Some suggest it's hidden behind the brightness of the Milky Way, lost in the glare of background stars. Others believe it might be much darker than we expect, absorbing light instead of reflecting it. And then, the scarier question. What if its orbit isn't as stable as we think? What if one day, Planet 9 drifts inward, closer to the heart of the solar system? Closer to Earth. If Planet 9 truly exists, its orbit is unlike anything we've seen before. Scientists predict it follows a highly elongated, stretched path around the Sun, an orbit so massive that it could take between 10,000 and 20,000 years to complete a single revolution. Imagine a colossal world, spending most of its life in the frozen dark, but every few millennia, swinging inward toward the familiar planets. What would happen if its path came too close to Earth? Even without direct collision, its gravity could be catastrophic. It could pull Earth slightly off its orbit. It could destabilize the asteroid belt, sending deadly rocks raining down on us. It could distort the delicate balance that keeps life thriving here. Some researchers even warn that Planet 9 could tilt the entire solar system itself. explaining why the sun's axis is strangely tilted compared to the planets. But the nightmare scenario remains: a close approach. If Planet 9 were to pass near Earth, the consequences would be apocalyptic. Tsunamis, earthquakes, climate collapse, a planet torn apart by the invisible hand of gravity. And if the orbit intersected directly? A collision between worlds, a cosmic disaster beyond imagination. Is this just speculation, or is it a ticking clock, counting down until Planet 9 makes its deadly return? What happens when worlds collide? Human history has already been shaped by cosmic impacts. 66 million years ago, an asteroid only 10 kilometers wide wiped out the dinosaurs. That was a pebble compared to the possible destruction from a planet-sized object. If Planet 9 exists and if its orbit someday crosses paths with Earth, the consequences would be beyond catastrophic. Let's imagine the possibilities. Gravitational chaos. Even before a collision, the sheer mass of Planet 9 could disrupt Earth's orbit. Seasons could shift violently, summers could become blistering deserts, winters could freeze continents, agriculture would collapse, humanity would struggle to survive. Tidal destruction. If Planet 9 came close enough, its gravity could pull on Earth's oceans, unleashing titanic tsunamis that would swallow entire coastlines. Cities would vanish in hours. Atmospheric shocks. Earth's magnetic field could be disrupted, exposing us to deadly radiation from the sun. Power grids would fail, satellites would burn in the sky, our technology-driven world would crumble overnight. Direct collision. In the ultimate nightmare scenario, if Planet 9 struck Earth head-on, there would be no tomorrow. The energy released would be equivalent to millions of nuclear bombs. Mountains would melt, oceans would boil, the crust of Earth itself could shatter. Humanity, along with all life, would be erased in seconds. But here's the chilling part: the math doesn't need a direct collision to spell disaster. Just a close pass could unleash centuries of chaos. And astronomers admit, they don't know where exactly Planet 9 is, or where it's going. So, is Earth's fate already sealed? Officially, NASA admits that Planet 9 is a possibility. They point to the unusual orbits of distant objects as evidence. They agree the data is strange. They even say the gravitational pull of a hidden planet makes sense. But then comes the silence. Why haven't we seen it yet? Why is there no clear image, no confirmed discovery, only speculation? Some believe the answer is simple: Planet 9 is too far, too faint, hidden in the starry clutter of the Milky Way. But others aren't convinced. Conspiracy theories spread fast. Could NASA already know more than it reveals? After all, telling the public that a massive planet could one day threaten Earth would spark panic. Economies would collapse. Societies would break down. There are whispers of classified observations. Amateur astronomers claim to have seen strange objects moving in the sky. Ancient cultures wrote of a wandering star of destruction. And still, the official line is, we don't know. But is ignorance the truth? Or a carefully crafted cover-up? Because if Planet 9 is real, and if its orbit is heading our way, then time may be running out. Planet 9 might be real. But what if it's not a planet at all? Some scientists have suggested shocking alternatives. Instead of a massive planet, what if the mysterious gravitational force comes from something even stranger? Like a primordial black hole the size of a grapefruit? Yes, a black hole, hiding within our solar system. Incredibly dense, invisible to normal telescopes, bending space and time while remaining completely undetectable. If that is the case, then the danger is even greater. Because unlike a planet, a black hole doesn't just pull, it devours. Anything too close would be swallowed, ripped apart at the atomic level. Other researchers suggest the anomaly might not be a single planet at all, but rather a cluster of smaller objects working together to mimic the pull of something bigger. But would that explain the sheer consistency of the orbital alignments? Or is that explanation just a way to avoid the darker truth? The fact remains, something is out there. Whether it's a super-Earth, a wandering world, or a hidden black hole, the evidence points to a massive, unseen force shaping our solar system from the shadows. And if it has been there for millions of years, What if its path is slowly changing? What if it's moving closer, even now? If Planet 9 is real, are there already signs of its approach? Some point to strange astronomical events, sudden changes in comet paths, odd tilts in the orbits of distant objects, unexplained gravitational effects that even the most advanced models can't fully explain. But the most disturbing signs come not from science, but from Earth itself. Increasing earthquakes, unpredictable climate swings, polar shifts in Earth's magnetic field. Could all of these be subtle warnings that a massive gravitational body is creeping closer? Conspiracy theorists argue that governments already know, that underground bunkers and secret survival plans have been prepared. They claim the silence is deliberate, to avoid mass panic before the inevitable. Astronomers, of course, dismiss this. They say Earth's natural disasters are explained by geology and climate. They argue there is no direct evidence linking Planet 9 to Earth's current struggles. But here's the haunting question. What if the signs are there, and we're just not connecting the dots? Because when the sky finally reveals the truth, when that dark, massive world appears in our telescopes, it may already be too late. The search for Planet 9 has become one of the greatest astronomical hunts of the century. Around the globe, telescopes scan the sky, night after night, searching for the faintest glimmer of a hidden world. In Chile, the powerful Subaru telescope points deep into the darkness, mapping the icy frontier of our solar system. In Hawaii, astronomers run simulations, predicting where Planet 9 should be hiding. In orbit, space observatories scan the heavens in infrared, hoping to catch a glimpse of its cold, frozen glow. But so far, nothing. Why? If Planet 9 is truly out there, 10 times the mass of Earth, a giant among giants, how can it remain unseen? Some astronomers argue that we're simply looking in the wrong place. Its orbit is vast, its location uncertain. Searching for it is like finding a needle in a cosmic haystack. Others warn that it might not reflect enough light to be spotted, blending into the backdrop of billions of stars. And then, there are the darker possibilities. What if Planet 9 is already moving inward, crossing a trajectory that makes it harder to detect? What if its path is accelerating? What if the silence in the telescopes is not ignorance, but confirmation? Because once it's finally seen, the debate will end, and the countdown will begin. So, what happens next? If Planet 9 is real, the clock is already ticking. Maybe it will remain in the outer dark for thousands of years, never coming close enough to harm us. Maybe it will orbit quietly, a ghostly giant we never even feel. But what if not? What if within centuries, or even decades, it swings inward, dragging chaos behind it? Civilizations rise and fall in the blink of cosmic time. Humanity is young, fragile, temporary. To the universe, we are only a moment. If a rogue planet approaches, all of history could end before we even see it coming. That's the terrifying beauty of the cosmos. It holds wonders beyond imagination, but also threats too vast for us to control. And so we ask the questions that keep scientists awake at night. Where is Planet 9? Is it a frozen giant? A black hole? A myth that refuses to die? Or a very real destroyer, creeping silently toward us? The truth is still out there, hidden in the darkness. But one day, perhaps soon, the sky itself will answer. And when it does, the fate of Earth may already be sealed.